I would not. I feel good.
Santa Clarita's hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS. It is the first Friday of the month, which means it's time for the Prima Pediatrics Healthcare Hour on AM 1220 KHTS. We have Dr. Feldman of Prima Pediatrics. Of course, you can find more information about Prima Pediatrics at primapediatrics.net, or you can give them a call, 424-9000 over there. Doc, how you doing?
I am doing great.
Let's pull that microphone nice and close to you. It's not
Oh,
gonna hurt
yes.
you too
Is
bad.
that better?
Yeah, that's much better. There we go.
Okay.
That's
I'm
much
doing
better.
great because I
okay.
signed up for a bike-a-thon yesterday.
What is a bike-a-thon? What does that mean?
Okay. Well, there are various things, but it's like a bicycle marathon.
Okay.
So instead of running, you bicycle.
Oh, that's much more pleasant, I feel like.
Yes and no. You have to be pretty good to do a decent bike-a-thon. This one's a real rigorous one, though. And I'm excited about it.
So what's happening? Where's the bike-a-thon? How long is it? What's happening?
Okay, so here's the story. I've always been an avid cyclist all my life.
Okay.
And until about 3 years ago, I used to bike every day. In fact, in my neighborhood, I'm known as the biking grandma.
Oh, okay.
Because I used to pick my grandkids up from
Was it?
nursery
It's biking grandma. So it wasn't like a. You didn't used to be like the biking mom, and then you graduated to biking grramma.
Oh, yeah, I was a biking mom and then a
okay.
biking grandma.
Oh, that's
Because
good.
I used to
Okay.
pick up my grandkids from nursery school on Fridays in the cycle sulky. I would put them all in the little bike trailer I had. And we'd go shopping for the Sabbath, and we'd put all the groceries in there, and then I would go up and down the hills with them and drop them off at their various places, or we'd all go back to my house.
Nice.
Unloaded and make Sabbath meal. So everybody knew me in my neighborhood as the biking grandma. So until, of course, my back went out, and then I had back surgery, and then that took about a year to recover. And after I finished physical therapy and stuff like that, I just couldn't get myself back into exercise for the last 7 or 8 months.
Okay.
I mean, I do a little bit, and then I not, and I've gained weight, and it's not good. It's making me unhealthy.
Okay.
Which we can go into in a minute. So I've been trying to figure out ways to get myself to do more. So I tried going to the gym a little bit this week, and I kind of made it more than I have at least the last 3 months. But still, and then I got this thing about the bike-a-thon. Now, this bike-a-thon is a bicycle marathon that starts in Los Gatos, which is just below
Okay.
San Jose,
Okay.
and ends in Los Angeles.
Holy
Actually,
cow.
that portion of the bike-a-thon is. The entire thing starts in Seattle and ends in San Diego. But it's divided into segments.
Good heavens.
Yeah, I know. It's amazing. And it's a women's bike-a-thon. It's for women. So you don't. One of the problems is in the mixed bike-a-thons, men generally are stronger and faster on a bicycle than a woman is.
Okay.
And I'm not saying that there aren't some men who are very slow and some women who are really good and can keep up. But in general, if you're doing a bike-a-thon with amateur cyclists, and we're not talking about people like Lance Armstrong, but generally speaking, those people, if you put men and women together, it's like a constant struggle for the women. So this one is a women's bike-a-thon.
Okay.
And so that attracted me. And then, of course, because I am an observant Jew, the whole issue of kosher food, which I usually manage with vegan and vegetarian stuff, is a bit of an issue. And this one provides kosher food.
Oh, man.
So, all right, we're in
The planets have aligned.
Yes, they have. And I'm thinking, my God, that's a lot, because it's basically somewhere around 360 miles.
Good grief.
Oh, up and down all along the coast, up and down hills and mountains and you name it.
I'm tired just thinking about it.
Right, and I'm thinking, and it's 60 miles a day, 60.
Good grief.
Because you start Sunday morning and you end up in Los Angeles on Friday afternoon.
Man.
So
When is this?
this is going to be July 20th to July 26th.
60 miles. Okay.
60 miles per day.
Whew. Man.
And I'm thinking, God, I don't know if I can.
And you're
do
talking
this.
bicycle. This isn't like a motorcycle, right?
No, we're talking about a bicycle. 2 wheels.
You got to pedal and stuff. You know you have to pedal
lots
and
of
stuff.
pedaling.
Oh,
and it
man.
means if you're doing 60 miles a day, you have to average between 15 and 20 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Now,
Good
in
heavens.
my youth, said the sage, okay, I was able to do average 15 to 20 miles an hour. On a number of occasions, I bicycled from West LA up to here, and that's over 2 mountain passes. And by the way, just for you guys who are listening and are interested, the pass, not the Sepulveda pass, but the second pass that goes into Valencia.
Okay.
The way in is much steeper, so you really have to stand the entire way up. But then the ride down is very cool. The way back, it's a much less steep slant, but it's much longer and it's much harder to do.
Okay. All right. Well, that's exciting. We'll talk about, let's take a break and we'll talk about, you said you were trying to get healthier.
Yes.
So let's talk about that.
That's exactly what I wanted to talk
Okay,
about.
we'll talk about that next. Prima Pediatrics Healthcare Hour on AM 1220 KHTS.